Workers' lobby groups and employers have told the Energy Committee of the National Assembly that companies have been forced to shelve their expansion and hiring plans, while others have been forced to reorganize their workforce. The committee is probing the high cost of energy in the country that threatens Kenya's investment climate.
The cost of power continues to soar despite many efforts to lower the cost of the commodity through policy and investment interventions. The cost of the commodity has been affected by expensive fuel, a weakening shilling and the removal of energy subsidies early this year. The National Assembly Committee has been engaging various stakeholders with the aim of lowering the cost of electricity in Kenya. Today, representatives from the Central Organization Trade Union, Kenya Medical Association, among other professional bodies, have told the Energy Committee that the high cost of electricity threatens Kenya's job market.
High energy costs put a strain on workers' budgets. When a substantial portion of income goes towards paying for electricity, workers will have less money to spend on other basic items like food.
The trade bodies say that the lack of transparency in power purchase agreements is hurting Kenyan businesses.
You cannot keep an investor or fear, say that we want to attract investors when the ordinary person in that particular country cannot afford to access the investments that those investors must put in place.
The IPPs have exaggerated the matter so much, and the way those contracts have been signed, it's just the government that can leverage on that.
A company like Thika Power, you've already paid them capacity charge, you're finished with them. They're still saying that even after the Kenyans have paid for the electricity, they want to own that company. It's not possible. It's not possible. You can't eat your own children.
Like Turkana is signed in that particular manner, that whatever it is they produce, you must buy by force, even if you have a cheaper source at that particular time. That is the agreement now. Now, with that agreement, there's nothing else to establish other than to understand why it was signed that way in the first place.
The Kenya Medical Association says the strain on hospital operations due to unstable electricity supply was leading to equipment breakdowns, recommending subsidies and incentives for health institutions.
This could be in the form of reduced tariffs for medical institutions or grants for implementing energy-efficient upgrades. We also advocate for the relevant authorities to ensure that electricity tariffs are reasonable and fair for both consumers and electricity providers.
You parliamentarians, you must stand firm, because if the have-nots will always be more than we people, we will be overrun.
The committee chair revealed it has written to the registrar seeking to establish the actual ownership of IPPs after efforts to unmask ownership proved futile. As investigations continue, the committee and stakeholders eagerly await for concrete progress from the committee, hoping that it will yield to significant improvements in the energy sector that could pave way for reduced cost of power in the country. Trevor Ngendo for Prime Edition at Parliament Buildings, Nairobi.